Hey everyone, it's Ashley, your independent Scentsy consultant. So after it feels like forever since I filmed because I just got home from a trip, but I have some Scentsy empties to talk about. So kind of what I've been warming, general empties, Scentsy, vendor, etc. Let's start with the Scentsy. I'm going to start with the non-wax items, not finished, but just something I used over the past week was the oil and sweet eucalyptus lime. And I think I was doing, I'm not exactly positive what. I don't know if I was doing a lime candle, which I cannot forget to talk about the candles with you guys. So I don't know if I was trying to like play up the lime, and so I did this, even though this is eucalyptus and lime. It's kind of like the eucalyptus, but the lime gives it a little bit of a fresher note than just like straight up eucalyptus, but you still get the eucalyptus. It's very nice. I really like that oil. So I worked on that. I'm trying to be better about working on my oils. Went through a counter clean in lemon verbena. This is fantastic. I have a backup. I love our counter cleans. They are freaking amazing. I use them to clean all the things. Like, I totally love them. Would highly recommend if you have not tried the counter clean. I absolutely love it. I like have cleaned my shoes with it, like besides counters, like clean my shoes. I've cleaned my mouse, keyboard, the microwave, like tray, the thing that goes like over the microwave where like all the stuff splatters. How do I describe this thing you put over your food so the stuff doesn't splatter in the microwave? It like splatters onto that container. That's been like red and stuff from like spaghetti, and I cleaned it with this and it looks flawless now. So like I totally love our counter clean. Highly recommend. This is probably the fastest I've ever gone through a cleaner ever, like ever. So let's talk about some things I have not finished. I just worked on first. Let's talk about this one first. It's from the Moment by Moment collection. It's a Welcome Little One. I don't have the notes on it, but on initial sniff, this really reminds me of Sunkissed Citrus, but lighter. However, the lighter portion of it is like, it's almost non-existent when I have it going in the bathroom, which is where I put it, but it's like almost non-existent. Like, it's just so light. It kind of smells like Sunkissed Citrus with maybe like a dash of baby powder, like a sprinkle, but it's just so light. And I have 3 cubes gone. This last time I even put in 2 cubes. It's just so light. So I'm not exactly positive what I'm gonna do with the last 2. Yeah, I really don't even know. I don't know if it's the airflow in my upstairs bathroom or like the warmer, but I have a full-size warmer, so I would think things would do well. This is just really, really light. So I don't know. Also, Amazon Rain, I did a cube of this at work. It was like not the right time for it. I don't know. It was like very odd at work. Like, it was very fresh, but I feel like it was just not the right day. Like, I did it. Like, I don't know if it was just like too hot or like it was okay, but I feel like it didn't like last like I wanted it to. And it kind of just like, some days I'm like, oh, I love the scent I have going. And when this was going, I was just kind of like, I don't know if this is like matching the mood for the day. So I brought it back home so I could do it in my open concept, because I was like, I really want to like warm this where I will enjoy it. And at work, it was just like kind of giving me a weird vibe. So I don't know if it's like the freshness or like I use Amazon Rain in laundry. So I don't know if it's making me think of like doing my laundry. But I'm going to try it in my open concept next because I have 7 cubes left. So we'll see how that goes. And then in my office, I did some Summer Soleil. I think it's going in here now. However, I haven't changed this wax in like 4 days, so it's definitely non-existent. This is in my club from Bring Back My Bar. And they just recently announced the Bring Back My Bars that are coming for January 2022. There's some that I'm like, what were they thinking? And then there's others that I'm like, oh gosh, I need to make room in my club. So we'll see how long this stays. It's pretty light. So I have a feeling it might get the boot. I'm just saying. I don't know. Have a feeling. We'll see. Okay. Let's go through some more empties. So I'm currently today mixing these two together. I'm pretty sure Lisa Roberry had recommended this, but do not quote me, or if that's like not right, I'm sorry. But it's Palm Trees and Ocean Breeze and Plumaria Peach. I have a ton of these because of my Scent of the Month kits, and I swear that Lisa said to mix these together, and so I was like, if I have a ton, let's go for it. So I literally did like 1 cube of each in each warmer in the open concept, and I did that because I was going on this trip, and so I put them in there like that before I left in case Corey like turned the warmers on. He did not turn the warmers on while I was gone, so they were completely unmelted, so I turned them on today when I came home. I feel like I'm getting that weird situation that when I mix certain scents, it's like there's no scent at all. I got that with Red Pear and Pomegranate and Sugar Cookie. I just don't know if it's because I'm like overloading the warmer, putting them in the same warmer. That could maybe be, but like these are both fairly strong scents, and I feel like I'm just getting like a very light kind of situation. So if I mix these two together again, I'll probably alternate warmers, but I probably won't be able to like, I probably won't be rushing to be like, oh, let's use up these 2 bars. My thought was like, I'll put a lot of wax in, like 2 cubes in each warmer so that it lasts while I'm gone. But like I said, he didn't turn them on. So like, it's whatever. But now that I have them turned on, I feel like I can't really like smell much. So do you guys feel like you get that as well? Like maybe the warmer's too full and so you're not getting the full like impact. I know that's like can be a thing, so just saying. I did some Dumbo. I did this in my office, finished it up. So good. I absolutely love it. It just, I honestly kind of like this the most in my bedroom, which is kind of random, but the first time I think I used it ever, like the first time I had ever tried it, I think I used it in the bedroom. And then I also have some scent packs I put in my buddies, and so I think it kind of just reminds me of like a peaceful, calming, trying Scentsy for the first time type of scent. And so I think I like it in my bedroom, but I did use it in my office. But I think the next bar I might just do in my bedroom for like nostalgia for when I first got into Scentsy. And then I tried to work through a couple of Bring Back My bars. So I did Lemon Thyme Berry and Rockin' Ruby Raz. I was kind of trying to decide between these two which ones I need to keep in my club. So always a process of what's staying in the club and what's not. These were the 2 out of the Bring Back My bar that really kind of shocked me the most, that I really didn't have my eye on, but I really ended up liking them. I think out of the 2, the one I'm going to keep is Lemon Thyme Berry. It's just got a little bit like of a different vibe. And I think it's the mix of the lemon in with the fruit that gives it like a little bit of something different. This one's just like straight up fruit and sweet. Like it's good and I really enjoy it when it's going, but I don't feel like it's as complex as this one. And so I feel like since it's just kind of like straight across the board fruit, I could probably get by without it. I mean, I don't need these by any means, but like if I'm trying to pick which one I think I like more out of the 2, I think I'm gonna go with Lemon Thyme Berry. So when it comes time to edit that club, I'll probably be doing that. Finished catching Z's Snuggle Up. I really like this one. I took it out of my club because I was like, there's Jammy Time, and I feel like they're similar. And of course now I have a ton of Stargazing, which is the July Scent of the Month, which kind of smells like this but deeper. I like this one more. I've never tried Jammy Time, but I have a ton of that now, and so I'm like, crap, like I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I'll probably need to mix it somehow. And then I also finished off Star Wars Light Side of the Force. This was very cleaner-esque, and it really like left a lot of dirtiness behind. So also, I never said Happy Fragrance Friday, friends. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna post this on Friday. So this next one's like a lot. So I have this big pile. That's not the full pile. This is the pile. This is all the bars. So all these bars, I'll tell you what they all are, but they all had like a couple cubes left. And I was like, none of them I'm really like over the moon about. Some of them I like, but I was just like, it's not the time, I like have to move on. So what I did, the stack is as tall as the camera and I have 3 extra. What I did was took all the leftover cubes from all these bars and put them in an empty like candle container and then just put them on a warmer. Some people might be like, wow, that's a real waste, but they were just sitting in my bin and they're all very spring summer. And I was like, if I don't do something with these, I'm gonna keep them till next spring summer, and I don't like they're not calling my name right now. So that's what I did with them all. Anytime I like kind of got a bar, I was like, oh yeah, I really don't want to finish that because like I'm not the biggest fan of it. I just like kind of put it in this pile. And then recently I talked about these bars and I was just like, they're okay, but so they also went into this pile. So I had Petal Pals, which I actually really enjoy, but like I said, I kind of not the season. Fiji Flower, which I had mixed with Petal Pals. Mad for Melon. They kind of all have the same vibe. They're kind of like fruity floral. Bring Back My Bar, A Wink and a Smile. Chamomile Daisy from Life's a Garden. Sun-Soaked Petals. Coral Waters. And then Find Your Happy, Wild, Barefoot and Free. This one was very like grassy and earthy. And then Hibiscus Pineapple, because I didn't like Hibiscus Pineapple. So all of those, I took the remaining cubes and then put them into that empty candle jar and like just put them on my warmer. And I just had it on a warmer that like turned on and off every day or whatever for a few days. And it was great. Like they mixed very, very well together. It lasted quite a long time. It let me use them up. For me, it let me use them without like going to waste because I used them. I didn't like put them in the trash can. But I could see how others may be offended by that. But if you're looking for a way, if you're like, wow, I really wish I could use this up, and you're like looking for a way and you've never considered that as an option, maybe try that out. If you have empty candle jars, if you have anything like Bath and Body Works like this, if you just put this in the freezer, the wax just pops out. Like put it in there for like 20 minutes, check it. If the wax is like jiggling around, it'll pop right out and you could reuse it. So, should we talk about candles next? We could kind of talk about candles and Bath and Body Works because I have a wallflower. And it's in Midsommar Dream, which I had plugged in at work. And it's not done, but it's like completely scentless. Like I really enjoyed it at the start. The notes are salted pear, fresh nectarine, and seaside lily. But it's like, it was not going at all anymore. I was just like, what is this? Like, it completely wasn't going. I could not believe it. Okay. So continuing with Bath and Body Works, I crocked Sunshine Mimosa. Well, I crocked the rest of it. The wick's all wonky, as you can see. This was such a good one. I hope this comes back in the spring next year. I know this was for Mother's Day, but I really actually ended up enjoying that scent. So I liked that. Also from Bath and Body Works, this is Pineapple Mango, which you're gonna be like, wow, this is quite the mess on this. So it's in my candle project pan. So it has this line. I burned it and then I got a candle lamp warmer, which warms things from the top. And basically what you do is you warm from the top, it like warms about an inch down. It depends how long you leave it and how close it is, but like 1/4 of an inch to an inch, depending it like how long you leave it, etc. It releases the scent oils. It doesn't go like all the way down though because it warmed from the top. So once that layer of wax is like scentless, you can pour it out or do as you please. So I poured it out. This was my first candle. It was my trial candle. I poured it out so it got kind of like a little bit gunked up right here. Whatevs, like it's fine. But then, so I got, as you can see, like I made quite a bit of impact by like doing that. I think I poured maybe 2 or 3 times to get to this, and then after this point, I don't think I poured right before I put it in the crock, but so maybe this was the last pour and I let it go a little bit. I tried pushing down the sides because the sides weren't melting. I was just kind of experimenting with this one, but it definitely got to looking like kind of messy. So I think next time I just like wouldn't mess with it and just like pour it out. If it leaves it on the side, whatever, I'm gonna try it. But it never like completely pulled all the sides quite. Like this is the closest it got over here. So why? I guess I'm not entirely positive, but this is just my feedback. But it worked really well. Like I really, really enjoyed the candle lamp, so I'm gonna continue to use it and see how it goes. But because of that, once I got to this point, I was like, okay, I'm gonna put it in the crock before I go on vacation, because I knew that like Corey was not gonna turn the candle lamp on, and I knew the crock is set to come on at certain times, and I know he likes this scent. So I was like, I'm just not even gonna deal with it. I'm putting it in the crock. I'm moving on. So that's where this one lived its life while I was on my work trip. And then also things that went in the crock, I have Mainstays Coconut Lime. Trying to get through some of these summer candles. This was like scentless in the crock. It was a Rockstar burner. Like it was really good, but I was like, okay, I can't waste my time on this. I gotta put it in the crock. It's like scentless in the crock. Like there's no scent now and there's no scent in the crock. And this is the one I mixed with this oil trying to bring out the lime. I can't believe it was so scentless in the crock, because usually I know those are only $3, but usually they're really good performers. So I don't know. And then also one that was like so strong, if you guys remember me talking about it the other day in my candle project pan, it's A to Z Pina Colada. I put this in the crock. It was like virtually scentless, and like it looks like you could just light it back up. Like it looks like I didn't even put it in the crock. But like it had no scent in the crock. I don't know if the room was just like too large. I don't know if I need to bring I have a crock and then I have just like a hot plate warmer. And so I kind of alternate between, like sometimes I just do on the hot plate my vendor wax in an empty candle dish so that it just comes on, and then the crock I do my actual candles. I might need to bring that other one into a smaller room and continue to do like my less strong candles, just because in my open concept, I think things maybe are just getting lost. I just can't really tell for sure. So, and I don't really have a lot left. Yeah, I really don't. Okay, so, let's see. I mixed these two together in my warmer that comes on in the mornings. It's Mainstays Vanilla and Hazelnut. So the hazelnut is kind of like pretty strong hazelnut coffee. Like it's not very sweet, I guess is what I'm saying when I say pretty strong. Like it's kind of a little bit biting in a way, like coffee is bitter, but it definitely has that like hazelnut undertone. So I sweetened it up with some vanilla, and these I put into that candle that's on that warmer. So these were like so strong, which is so funny because they're like 97 cents, but I put, I think maybe 5 cubes of the hazelnut and then 4 cubes of the vanilla. Very, very strong. Very good. Filled up the whole entire open concept. In the morning, it was all that was going. I was really impressed. So there you have it. I did, from the very recent to me Rose Girls sampler. I don't know if you guys saw as I was unboxing, I ripped this bag. It was peppermint cotton candy ice cream cone. I ripped it when I was opening it, so this side busted.